Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading for the week of April 2nd through 15th, 2024. This is a reading for you if you are Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising, or have another significant Sag placement in your chart. If you're new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you here. And if you're returning, welcome back. I hope this is a good reading for you this week. I do read according to the 12 houses of astrology, and my main deck that I use is Marie Hope's Way of Cartouche deck, and I will clarify each time I do these readings with a tarot deck, usually a tarot deck, and this time I'm using the Aquarian Tarot, and we will be using the Gateway Oracle as well as to have a additional card at the end to sum things up. I do have links in the description below to my website, to my social media, and all of that if you are interested in any of that and want to follow me anywhere. And if you do like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment if you choose, and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you have not subscribed. If you would like to know when these videos will come out. Usually it's roughly every 2 weeks. I do 6 signs every other week. So right now I am doing Libra through Pisces. Okay, so if you're not familiar with how these readings work, you'll see how this works pretty quickly. Okay, first house is Aries and Aries energy. So this has to do with your personality, how you present yourself to the world, how other people see you. Okay, now we have air with the devil. So this is interesting. Now air indicates that you're showing people friendliness. Okay, so this is a very friendly card, but also very, very detached. So you may be coming across as kind of like, happy-go-lucky, very friendly, but again, not necessarily looking to get deeply involved with somebody or with somebody's stuff. We have it with the devil. Now, the devil often comes up when, I feel like the word that comes to mind here is that we're being stuck in something, like being stuck in a pattern or a way of thinking, or you could be obsessing about something too. That is potentially the case. But the devil can indicate watching out for certain patterns, like releasing certain ways of thinking. Like I said, there could be something that's taking up your focus. This is strong Capricorn energy here. So you may be challenged to reevaluate certain aspects of your identity or who you are that maybe you're hanging on to and need to get rid of. Because air can also indicate detaching from something, giving yourself that space from something, stepping back and looking at the bigger picture in some way. The second house we have is Taurus energy. This has to do with your finances. We have the Emperor with the Crook and Flail. Okay, so this could be money that's coming in from a legal matter or situation, because Crook and Flail does have a legal vibe to it. But both Emperor and Crook and Flail are cards of authority. So I don't know if this means somebody coming in like a financial planner, or somebody, I don't know, somebody with some kind of a financial authority coming in, whether this is somebody connected to you family-wise, like a father figure, whether this is somebody connected to business, whether this is an investor, like I said, a tax assessor, I don't know. There's something here about an authority connected to your money. So I don't know, if you are, trying to make certain plans. This could even be you. Maybe you're just looking to take charge and take control of your finances to up the ante on something. I mean, Crook and Flail can indicate moving to the next level of something. So I don't know, but there's definitely a strong vibe of maybe there's a situation that you have financially where you'll want an authority, whether it be a legal person or a financial person, to come in and maybe give you advice or evaluation on something. Third house is Gemini energy. Gemini, this is one of the areas that the retrograde is going to hit, because we are in Mercury retrograde. We're also going to have a solar eclipse on the 8th. I don't know if I mentioned that. And that can also be affecting you. You might be able to see through the chart where the main effects of that would be. But this is about messages, communications, short distance travel, sibling relationships. If you're self-employed, this would be about your own business. Now we have Urias with the Empress. Okay, so this could be unexpected news or something connected to a mother or a mother figure. It's funny, we got the Emperor and Empress right next to each other. So for some of you, I don't know if this is a family situation. Urias is about that which we are not expecting. Okay. Now, often Urias is good news. Oftentimes it's a case where we think something is worse than what it actually is. But this does seem like something coming in out of the blue, some kind of message. It could be from your mother, or it could just be from somebody. It could be somebody who's Taurus, or because Empress is strong Taurus energy, or it could be a motherly kind of figure of some kind. But it's, yeah, there's definitely this energy of some kind of messages coming in either about the mother or connected to the mother in some way. That's really interesting here. And the fact that it's showing up right next to the Emperor. I mean, we have the Emperor and the Empress right next to each other. So interesting here. This is actually almost shaping up to be almost a family thing. And seeing the devil in the first place, I mean, this could be family ties that bind even. But I don't know. But this to me is not a negative kind of an omen. It just indicates there could be something that's a surprise. And if it's not related specifically to the mother, the Empress might have to do something with your money or about seeds that you've planted. The Empress is about abundance, and for some people it could literally have to do with children, or maybe there'll be news about a new child or the birth of a child for some of you. That's not impossible here. But there's definitely this idea of something that is seeds that are planted and the bringing of abundance, okay? So this actually feels like it's going to be good news no matter what that is. Okay, fourth house, Cancer energy. Speaking of family, this is home, family, and ancestry, your physical home. And this is interesting because you have Buckle of Isis with the World. So for some of you, you could be moving, okay? Or you could be, it could be, because World has to do with expanding your horizons, maybe even moving overseas or far away. World can also show up here if you're doing remote work, like if you're working from home. And Buckle of Isis indicates some kind of a sacrifice. So for some of you, this could indicate that a move would be, as difficult as that might be, moves are always a pain, that it would be worthwhile. If moving is not on the table for you, then yeah, it does seem like there's some kind of an effort you're making. Yeah, with the Empress here and then this here, I do feel like for some of you, and again, this is not going to be for everybody, but for somebody watching this, there is going to be a new addition to the family. And it doesn't have to be you personally, or maybe even in your own relationship. It could be a grandchild, a niece, a nephew, or something like that. Like there's something that's possible here. But this can also mean making a move, like that you might be thinking about moving, like getting away, expanding your horizons. But it could also indicate maybe if you're thinking about starting your own business or doing something where you're going to work from home, this may be saying that effort will be rewarded. That may be an option, a good option to consider or to move towards. Okay, fifth house is, this is Leo energy, creativity, love affairs, children again, and also potentially recreation and things like that. Okay, Seth is here. So Seth indicates that there is some kind of problem or delay with something. So if this is love, it could be that there has been, if you're looking for love, this could indicate there's been problems or delays. Sirius implies something physical, okay? So I don't know. I don't know if there has been, and it usually will indicate, Sirius in the fifth house, I often associate with sports. So I don't know if somebody has a sports injury or something like that. This could have to do with a child. This could have to do with a lover or somebody who you're interested in. That's entirely possible. We have it with the Star, and this is a card of healing. So I feel like there may be somebody, either a child or a loved one, if you're dating or looking to date someone, maybe who has had some kind of an injury that they're recovering from. I mean, the Star is a good omen because this suggests, yes, recovery, as does Sirius. Okay, so that is that's an entirely viable read here. If that's not what's going on, then it does seem to indicate a situation where there could be some obstacles. Maybe you need to think about outside the box or about other possibilities. So if we're talking about a creative project, it may be more that you're running into some roadblocks and may have to think about things differently. Of course, the Star ultimately seems to get, maybe some of these difficulties are actually leading you, it seems like it's a detour, but it's actually going to lead you to the right place. Okay, sixth house is Virgo energy, another Mercury affected area. And Mercury here, this has to do with health It has to do with things that you're worried or anxious about potentially. It has to do with jobs, any kind of employment that you have, and also potentially with domestic animals as well, if that's something you think that applies. Okay, so we have Osiris with strength. Okay, so these cards are very similar. Again, this is also very strong Emperor energy over here. You've got Emperor, you've got Sirius. I always equate this card a little bit more with Sirius, which you just had in the previous house. So this seems like somebody gaining strength or stability. So for some of you, maybe if there has been a health issue, maybe if somebody, I don't know, like let's just say it was a sports injury. Let's just say somebody had a sprain or a broken limb or something like that. This is the idea of getting, I hate to use this phrase, but strong and stable. It makes me think of Theresa May's days as Prime Minister of Britain. But anyway, there's this idea of, because this is definitely a card of stability and this is a card of strength. So I feel like somebody is resting up, maybe improving, recovering their strength. If there's no such issue going on, then this would certainly indicate in health matters that you are definitely in good, stable health and that you are strong. If you are sick, this it is a very strong promise of recovery. If you are worried about something, then this would be telling you to take heart and have courage and rely on your own judgment. Yeah, there could be, again, with the retrograde, there could be some trying or difficult situations. Excuse me. 7th house, this is Libra energy, relationships, committed partnerships, so marriages, business partnerships, legal contracts. We have water with the Queen of Rods or Queen of Wands. Now, Queen of Wands, okay, if you are somebody who's looking for love, okay, let's just say you're not married right now and you're thinking about your prospects of getting married. Queen of Wands definitely is somebody who is very strong, attractive, very visible, perhaps very ambitious, and so this could be, okay, if this is the loved one, this could be, if you're a man watching this reading or somebody who likes women, this could be a woman who has these characteristics. It would be strong fire energy, so Aries, Leo, or another Sagittarius, okay? This could even be you. Maybe you're very attractive to other people right now, or you're coming across as very strong and very determined and very beautiful. You have this with water. So water can indicate a water sign person. It can also just indicate a change in a situation. So perhaps if you are looking for love and maybe there's been delays or you haven't had something like that, this could indicate that situations let matters flow. And maybe this is the type of person you are interested in, or maybe, or again, this could be you. This could just be that you are very attractive to people. So if your situation has been stagnant, this is maybe saying that there's going to be movement. Could also indicate a water sign person who might be of interest, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But again, does not have to be. Whatever the situation, if you're already in a marriage or in a partnership of some kind, this could indicate this particular individual, whether this is you, whether this is your spouse or your partner, taking a very strong and ambitious stance and some kind of movement or change happening. Water can also be a strongly emotional portent, so there could be some overflowing of emotions. Queen of Wands, again, very fiery, and then with this water, there could be a need to temper some emotions in a particular situation as well. Though I don't see either of these as particularly explosive. It's just saying that there could be some things that are stirred up there. Okay, 8th house is Scorpio energy. Scorpio is about transformation and potentially about other people's money. And right now, okay, you've got the 2 of Pentacles. So to me, this is natural change and natural flow. You may be juggling multiple things right now. You may have some decisions to make, but this definitely is saying go with the flow right now. Whatever you're busy with, I don't feel like you're juggling anything that you can't handle. And when you have it with the Lotus card, this again is about relaxing, being calm, centered, grounded, peaceful continuity of something, because Lotus has to do with things continuing, in a peaceful kind of a way. So I feel like right now this may not be a time, we are seeing some changes here, but this may not be a time of major change right now. You may just be busy with a number of different things. There may be some decisions, but right now I think the main thing is that you want to just make sure that you're not under a lot of mental stress, I guess is the best way to put that. 9th house, this is your own energy, Sag energy. And we have Thoth with the 9 of Rods. Okay, so this is a house of, it's Jupiter energy, it's expansion, it's has to do with travel, like long distance travel, higher education, religious institutions, and educational institutions, anything that has to do with broadening your horizons. And we do have Thoth here, so this could be somebody who's either writing a book, or it could be somebody who is connected with education, because Thoth definitely has to do with writing or with education itself. Sometimes with legal matters too, because sometimes legal matters will show up in the 9th house. And with it, we have the 9 of Rods. So I feel like there's a situation that, something that you're trying to push through to the finish line. You want to be done with something, okay? This could be a legal matter. This could be, if you're in school, maybe you're at the point in the semester, if you're a student going, I'm sick of this, I want to be done. Or if you're a teacher, I mean, it could be the same thing. But there does seem to be a situation where you are pushing through to the finish line. If none of those things seem to apply, then I feel like Thoth might actually have the meaning of divine timing here, because sometimes Thoth just has to do with something happening at the right time. So if you are feeling tired and drained and ready to drop something, it's saying don't quite give up yet. The right time for something to, for obstacles to give way is coming soon. Okay, 10th house. This is Capricorn energy. This has to do with career, fame, reputation, and also your general visibility, the father, potentially. Okay, and we have Pyramid with the Lovers. So, okay, you're at a crossroads here. Somebody here is at a crossroads with regard to their job. The Lovers can have to do with partnerships or relationships or actual love relationships, but oftentimes in this context, it has to do with a choice that has to be made. And again, we did see this idea of choice over here. And maybe it's a choice. Yeah, with Pyramid, this is something you don't want to rush. You want to think carefully about. Pyramid brings challenges. So this seems to be the challenge point for you. Maybe there's been difficulties on a job, and maybe this is why it's saying, stay strong right now, because this is the house of jobs. Maybe you're thinking about making a move. You have a decision to make. Yeah, we're seeing this strong financial energy over here of somebody who's an expert that's coming in. There could be news about something, some unexpected news here that maybe is going to bring some opportunities. So I don't know. I feel like you're going to be, this isn't a negative thing, but I do feel like you're being presented with choices. Maybe that's why the devil is showing up here, because it may be telling you, a lot of times if we have an opportunity to do something new, we will say, oh yeah, it would be great to have the opportunity to do that new thing, but but I have to worry about, I can't change jobs because I got to worry about health insurance. I got to worry about this thing. I don't know. I mean, working at home, like if it's a work at home thing that maybe is the opportunity that you have, maybe you're saying, but I don't know if this would be good or that. We may be following past patterns, or maybe if this is a chance to start your own business, you may say, but I'm used to working a 9-to-5 job. These are all these things where you want to make sure that past patterns and beliefs you're not just simply defaulting to whatever the past is, because you're certainly in a position where you have to make changes. Now, you don't necessarily have to make them right away, because Pyramid is something that can take some time. But I think this eclipse season and maybe even the retrograde may be bringing some things up where you may have to think differently about something, okay? And again, depends on what your career is. If you happen to be somebody who's in sports and you've had an injury, then maybe you need to think about what you might end up having to do differently. I don't know. That would be a very specific message for somebody, but that's what's possible here. Okay, 11th house, Aquarius energy. Aquarius is about your friendships, your social networks, and also your goals and your destiny, what you're trying to manifest. And yeah, we've got Isis with the 4 of Swords. Somebody is healing from something here, okay? Somebody who's a Sag watching this is healing from something. This is definitely about taking time to heal. I mean, the 4 of Swords is the card of healing from illness. And the fact that we have the star over here in the opposite side does tell me that there may be somebody, maybe this is not you, this could even be a friend or something, but I feel like there is definitely a need to take time to rest, heal, and recover from something. And certainly with the Isis card, Isis is also about nourishing care and self-care. So, or this could be a friend who is aiding in your recovery, or somebody in your network who's helping you. So it seems like you're having help financially, and then you're having some help maybe in healing from something. But go with the flow right now. whatever's going on, right now you are gaining strength. So you can put off decisions for the time being. You are going to be faced with them. They are coming up, but I think right now it's saying you want to make sure you are strong and stable. 12th house, this is Pisces energy. So this has to do with what's hidden, what you might be afraid of, or maybe you might be in doubt about. And we have the King of Swords with fire. Again, King of Swords, decisions. King of Swords is somebody who wants to see something clearly. Fire is about, well, not only having energy, okay, because fire is about, having that enduring energy, but also about the purification, about getting rid of things that we don't need anymore. So yeah, there's definitely this idea of reevaluating and making decisions here, and you might have some unconscious concerns. 12th house is also a little bit nebulous. Pisces is Neptune energy, so sometimes we're just not really clear. Maybe we feel like we don't have all the information on something, and we're really concerned about making a good, clear decision and taking decisive action on something. Now, overall, you have Hathor with the 8 of Swords. Okay, so Hathor, now this is a strongly feminine card. Again, this to me is about getting organized, cleaning up old business, good health, good nutrition, okay? This could be, there's mother energy attached to this as well. So I don't know if, again, maybe it could be that somebody has been pregnant. Maybe there's been something like some kind of an injury where somebody was concerned and they were like, oh, maybe I'm concerned about, but although this does seem to indicate coming out of that well, especially with the Strength card and this card next to it. But maybe if that's the case, if there is somebody watching this who is pregnant and maybe had some kind of an injury and are worried, about what that's going to mean and what they should do, what decisions they might have to make about work and things like that. Yeah, I feel like right now, healing and getting stable is the most important thing. We do have the 8 of Swords here. So yeah, just like the Devil, there's this energy of stuck thinking, not allowing yourself to be boxed into a corner. This woman, you see, she's bound and she's blindfolded, but her legs are actually free. And what she's bound with, it's not really rope. It's I think one reader I know referred to it as tissue paper torture. It's like you're kind of getting yourself all tied up in knots, but you're really not. You could very easily escape from whatever this is. This person's not really the prisoner that they appear to be, and that's because mentally we get ourselves stuck. We get ourselves trapped. We think, oh, we start speculating about things that haven't happened yet. So I feel like the Sagittarius, at least somebody watching this, has some decisions to make, but it's telling you don't get yourself stuck in a mental rut. Don't continually go back to past ways of thinking or negative attachments or beliefs. Sometimes this can have to do with addiction and things like that, but I feel it's like more the idea that you're looking at something in a way that may be toxic to the situation. Maybe it's something that in the past it was fine and now it's not fine. Like or you may have a trauma response to something where you may automatically want to shut out possibilities because you feel like you are, I couldn't possibly do that. So air in that case, in the first house, might mean you need to detach a little from the situation and take some time out to heal. You do have decisions to be made. Definitely there seems to be places where you want to have professionals come in and maybe help you with some of those decisions. Let's do a Gateway Oracle card for you to finish up and see what the overall message is for you. Okay, so Sagittarius, what they need to know from April 2nd through 15, 2024. Okay. Just waiting to see what flips out here. Okay, the card that came out is Launching Your Journey. And let me read what that says. I am an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. Ooh. So yeah, so it seems like you are getting ready to make a change, or that you're definitely going to be on the road to something new. There are some decisions that need to be made here. I do feel like there's some stability that needs to come into place. But Yeah, so I feel, generally speaking, that you, I think if I had an overall message for you, it would be, yes, you may be getting ready to launch something, but take some time out to heal and don't let yourself get stuck in past thought patterns or in limiting thought patterns, because I think you are going to have more options than you think. But also remember that you don't have to make any decisions right now. I hope this reading was helpful, Sagittarius. If it was, definitely leave me a comment below. Hit the thumbs up if you liked this particular reading, and hit subscribe and the notification bell if you want to be notified about these videos. Thanks so much, and have a good April. We'll see you probably in the middle of the month.